You know, I've been very curious about the Leo soap opera, and with all this Pluto retrograde this and Saturn retrograde that, and since I already pulled an in-between reading today, I thought I'd pull a Leo soap opera. You know, I don't know who's interested, don't really care. I'm interested, and I got a very interesting pre-shuffle right here, which pretty much jives with this energy. So this is the Leo soap opera. It's for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anybody who it resonates with. I get a very specific energy when I pull on Leo angle with this soulmate cycle. Very fucking specific. A very protected person by the universe that the universe is trying to help, trying to get the change, had you cross paths with them to try to help them. I mean, roles can be reversed. I could be talking about you. Whatever this is, they're in a toxic situation. Probably a marriage, probably a relationship of some kind, or it could be a family thing, you know, stuck in a family unit, or it could be a job they're not supposed to have. Whatever it is, it's toxic as hell. Now, those of you that have been following along already know all that. Let's see where we go here. This is very powerful energy we're in right now. It's life-changing shit. It really is. We'll see. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. And that's very true with readings like the Leo soap opera in particular, because, you know, you can learn a thing, even if it doesn't resonate with you, you could learn a thing or two from this energy. You know, even if I get a lot of people that come here that haven't even crossed paths with their runner yet. They're just getting information in advance for when it happens. Well, and that's cool. I like that. That is someone more like me. We probably got a soul connection if you're like that, because that's something I would do, right? Because knowledge is power. It really is. All right. Your reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. So what's going on with this person, who I like on the soul level? Don't think I like the person in the 3D much, but I do like them on the soul level. We got someone here, Two of Cups, surface energy, just the pre-shuffle. 2 cups, crossed by 4 pentacles. Listen, I'm just going to phrase it this way. You could take it how you want. It's going to vary for all of you. Somebody, this person in the surface energy is feeling this connection. Obviously, the universe is bringing it up for review. Things are coming back for review under this energy that we're in right now with Pluto retrograde in Capricorn and Saturn going retrograde soon. Somebody is scared shitless of what they feel for this connection. Why? Well, because there's a lot of secrets and things hidden in about their current life, about themselves, 4 of Wands, about their current life. The moon crossed by the 4 of Wands. Whatever it is, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of things nobody knows, a lot of things they'd have to explain, a lot of things they have to look at for themselves that they don't look at. All of it and more. I could talk for an hour just on these 4 cards. I'm not going to do that. I think you get my point, right? Okay, so what's the deal with all these secrets? I dug a little deeper. Queen of Wands, Fakey McFakerman, right? Now, all this, the pre-shuffle stops here at the 4 of Wands, which would imply with the 4 of Wands bookending the 2 of Cups that they know that they could have a good solid life with you. This person knows they have a future with you. They know there's no future with who they're with or how they're living right now. They're well aware of it. There is some kind of secrets here though, and they're afraid to do anything about it, right? They're afraid to change it because of maybe these secrets or because of status or money or whatever it is. It could be any of that, right? But it's fake. It's all phony. This person puts up a wall. They put up a front. But they really do have these feelings here. The Queen of Cups, the most love I can give, and they would love nothing more. 3 of Wands, than to move in a new direction and express how they feel with the King of Cups. They definitely have, with this, even though it's pretty deep in the energy here, there's something they'd like to tell you. There's something they would like to say to you. It could be an apology. It could be anything. But there is one specific message, one thing they'd like to, dare I say, clear up. And it's there, right on the surface energy. But they may not do that. Now, that communication's pretty far back, right? Way beyond our pre-shuffle, which actually ends at the 4 of Wands. They're afraid of this. They're afraid of what they feel because it changes everything. Now what the fuck do I do? And it's hard. It's hard in this energy to be Fakey McFakerman, right? It's hard to be rigid, and we've been talking about that. Let's go. Let's do a reading. Let's do it. I only extend readings I have to extend. I don't think I'm going to extend this one. I think the universe is pretty chatty today, and we're going to get what we need. All right? But I'm dying for a Leo soap opera episode. I am. You can't get this, you know, all the whole season on demand. You can't get it. You know, I gotta pull them. I gotta wait for the next episodes too. I don't control the energies that come in. It's not like I could pull 12 Leo soap operas in one day. Well, that'd be fake if I did that. That'd be phony. That'd mean none of this is real. I can't. I just get the same reading over and over and piss off the universe in the process. You don't want the universe. You don't want to ever try to be predictive, you know, because you can't predict which way the wind's going to blow with 100% certainty. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, which I wrote about in my blog. So the further out you divine, the less accurate you get because of free will decisions made by the person or whatever you're pulling on, right? All right, here we go. All right. Okay, this first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? I haven't looked yet, but it's the King of Cups. There's somebody's control. I say this all the fucking time. Why do I have to fucking repeat myself, universe? Why? I say this person, if they're not an actor, they should be. They should be a fucking actor. They would win a BAFTA, an Emmy, the Lesser Emmy, the Daytime Emmy. They would win the Academy Award. I mean, all of it. These are amazing at controlling their emotions. Stoic on the outside. You could stand next to this person and you would never know that they want to bang you. Not in a million fucking years. They're very, very good at controlling their emotions. Actors have to be. But not unlike actors. Some, you know, the ones you read about on TMZ and shit like that. Not unlike some. They're great at controlling their emotions until something goes sideways. Until, you know, again, something random happens. Actors are great at controlling their emotions if they're, but they're given direction what to do. You're sad, you're happy, you're this, you're that. The real world doesn't do it that way. The real world comes at you fast. And this connection's coming at this person fast. I can tell you that. Brilliant at controlling their emotions. What comes after that? Is it a BAFTA? It could be a BAFTA or an Emmy here for all I know. Pretty close. It's the Emperor. Control. What did I just say? This just verified that I read that energy right. Controlling their emotions, and underneath the Emperor is a tower. Very similar energy to what we got in the Pluto reading, isn't it? And I've done a lot of shuffles since then. Look at that. A tower and an Emperor. I felt that energy before. Right? So you Leo people should pay close attention to Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. It's your best chance at getting this person to do anything. But somebody here is controlling their emotions. This is control, and it's exactly what it backs up exactly what I said about that King of Cups. But fueling this, underneath this, is a tower about to happen. Again, life comes at you fast. Real cool that you can control your emotions, and a director says cry, and you cry. Oh, that's wonderful. But that's not how the real world works. And some of them can't carry it off the set into the real world. I know, I used to date one that couldn't, so I speak from experience. I got a nice little scar next to my left eye for it too. The real world comes at you fast, you know, and it's random. And it's and something very random's about to happen. They're about to lose control. And I think I like it. Yep, let's do it. Let's do a reading. This is going to be a good episode of the Leo soap opera. All right. Here we go. Shuffling the deck. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Leo. Give me a Leo soap opera here. Let's do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it. I like it when my energy reads get backed up, not because I worry that they won't, but because it really is, it's beneficial for you. It reinforces it for you. It hammers it home, you know. It just, because it's the odds of those cards coming out like that, it's ridiculous. Off the charts. Let's go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is a stop. Deer in the headlights energy. It's a Knight of Pentacles. It's reading as my, I label frequencies. Okay? I label frequencies. I got, like out in public, if I'm reading people, I got a Fonzie frequency, right? Someone who thinks they're cool. I call the frequency of energy Fonzie, right? Someone who's always going to compensate. Now I plan that, if they make a mistake or something and that kind of thing. I've got all kinds of energies. This one here is my deer in the headlights energy, right? Deer in the headlights. What's fueling it? Three of Pentacles. It's a little bit of what came up, a small pinch of the energy that came up in a 3 card I did when I pulled on the in-between. It's inevitable that something has to change. And this person knows it. They can control their emotions all they want, but life comes at you fast, and it's about to come at them. It is. Anybody who's rigid, thinking they can control their emotions. No, I can just keep things the same. Under this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, as soon as Saturn joins it going retrograde, they are going to be in for a spanking. Okay, let's go. Our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. And again, I can't tell you apart. You're almost the same frequency as this person. That's how good their soul is. I love them as much as I love you. I just don't think that something went wrong in the 3D with this person in their upbringing or whatever. I mean, I've got 1,000 stories in my head. There's always somebody that wants to write in and say, "No, I figured it out, Steve." It's not possible that anybody figure anything out, because there's the same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. For some of you, this is a person who grew up with parents that pushed them too hard, right? Got to go to a good school, got to do this, you must be the best at that, you must be the best at. For others, it was parents that ignored them. It's an equal and opposite reaction that results in the same frequency at the end, which is basically the frequency of a fucked up person. Someone who got love wrong, someone who gets life wrong, someone who's more worried about the pentacles than the cups. Either way. I mean, but that's just 2 examples of what could be 1,000. But anyway, this is a good person in the soul. We just need to pull it out. Right here's the energy around how they're behaving in the 3D. Right here is their soul. Right here is the hidden energy message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end. I'm not here to nickel and dime anybody. If I think I need to extend this one, I will. But I doubt it. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're going to have to. Energy around the connection right now. Deer in the headlights. It's inevitable this is going to happen. Can't control my emotions anymore. Good luck with that. Yeah, I'm controlling my emotions from the cut, but there's a tower coming. Life comes at you fast. Temperance. It's just... The connection is running. It's sitting there. It's balanced. It's good. It's about to make sense to this person to do something. I believe that with the 3 of Pentacles here. How are they behaving in the 3D? Spying. Page of Swords. Somebody here is... This is... I said the connection's about to make sense to them, right? It's about to just make sense to go towards... This Temperance makes the connection look good. When Temperance comes out in the connection. It feels good. It's Archangel Michael energy. The truth is, that's where the solid new beginning is. That's why somebody's deer in the headlights. That's why they're afraid of the 2 of Cups, because it changes everything. Right? Again, with this card here, why I'm saying all that is because I'm drawn to the little stars around the barn owl here. Nothing compares to you. I used to sing Redneck Sinead to that, but I made the entire country of Ireland cry, and I don't want to do that. They're good people. But nothing compares to you. Okay? There's a little bit of Redneck Sinead, not much. But it is. And so they're thinking about this connection. In fact, with Temperance here, it's all they can think about. Okay? It's like the 0 point. It just goes back to you. Anytime they think about something else, it goes back to you. It goes back to this connection. That's how they're behaving in the 3D. All right? A little bit of that old Tootsie Roll commercial we talk about all the time, where whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. Well, if they're looking at a tree, it all of a sudden looks like you. Oh my God, there's a knot in that tree that looks just like my soulmate from that I ran from. Yeah, it's like that. Soul energy is right here. Their soul bookended by the angel, Temperance, 5 swords. Yep, not surprising. You should pay close attention to a 3 card I did earlier about the in-between. This is 5 swords in the soul. This is somebody trying to shut it down. They can't. I think they're disappointed that they can't shut it down. I think they're disappointed that they could just get rid of you. Not because you're an asshole or because they don't want to bang you. They absolutely do. Right? There's something very deep here. This is a very deep connection. They're disappointed that they can't get rid of it because it forces them to make changes that they're afraid to make. at the end of the day, that go against their core programming. That's a psychological term. It means the shit that our parents put in us and our teachers put in us, what life taught us in our early years as we were, well, as we were being programmed, basically, as a child. All right? So, hidden energy, message from the universe, red with temperance. 2 swords. Again, I'm getting a lot of that energy here. And the end result, I said they're disappointed. The end result, five cups. Yeah. We'll talk about this when we get there. It puts them at an impasse. It puts them at a crossroads. I already explained it. I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. I already did. I think they're disappointed that they can't get out of it. That this means something because it forces them to make a change that they're afraid to make. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of regret and sadness and disappointment here. I don't think this results in communication for you in this episode of the Leo soap opera. But I do think this is one of the cards, this and the 3 of Swords, that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. This is somebody having what my father would have called a come to Jesus with themselves. Okay? It's in this moment where you realize, I might be a deer in the headlights, but changes have to be made, right? And your connection is what makes sense, or something like it. Okay, some of them will just chicken out and not come towards you, and again will use this connection they had with you as a model for something new. But it's coming down to it again with Pluto retrograde in Capricorn all by itself. That's things coming back for review. Are you happy in your toxic relationship? Does this connect? Can you get rid of this soulmate connection? No, you can't. There's some disappointment because it puts them at a crossroads and a decision has to be made. It's inevitable with the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay? A lot of similar cards to what we talked about in a 3 card I pulled recently, and that's fine because I pulled on the soulmate cycle. So right now we're going to go light seer, which unreal. It's the Emperor at the bottom after I finish shuffling, crossing the temperance of the energy of the connection. I mean, it's just backing me up 1,000%. All right, it's all they can focus on. All right, whatever it is they think they see becomes this connection under this, because the universe has brought it back for review, and it's got a lot of truth attached to it. All right, this doesn't always mean patience. It can be a very calm. This is a patient hunter, the great blue heron, but he's also a pretty calm bird, right? He's not freaking out while he's sitting there jumping around while he's being patient as a hunter with ants in his feathers, trying to, oh my God. No, he just sits there. Half the time you'd think they were dead, The fool, yeah. Again, coming towards. All they can think about is this, should I? I'm going to have to. I wish I didn't have to, but I'm going to have to. This is major arcana, this is major arcana, this is major arcana. What else? Why is the Fool here? 8 of Wands. Forward movement. Why is it doesn't matter that this isn't major arcana. Your whole connection is major arcana. This is just why'd you give me the Fool? Is she going to jump or what? Yep. 8 Wands. They have to. It's everything I've already told you. They wish they could escape this. They wish they could, but they can't. And it disappoints them that they can't, because it means changes have to be made, new directions, and they're nervous about taking leaps of faith. This is not a person that takes leaps of faith. This is a person that might be prone to random outbursts now and again, which they have to clean up the mess afterward. That's possible. That happens all the time with people that think they can control their emotions, right? And the actors speak, you read about those people all the time in the gossip magazines. So-and-so threw a rock through a building the other day. No apparent, come on, give me a break, right? That kind of thing. At the end of the day here, yeah, there's forward movement. They're jumping in. It looks like they have no choice. So in the 3D, nothing compares to this connection, which is disappointing to this person on some level, because the changes have to be made. It puts them at a crossroads. That's why they're a deer in the headlights. I believe it. Let's go. Page of Swords. Why is it? God, what is this? These cards are doing gymnastics lately. It flipped right out, right where my finger is. It flipped right out. It's a 7 of Cups reversed. The deck split right where my finger is. It's a Wheel of Fortune right where my finger is. So then I have to pull the wheel. Is that 1 card or 2? It's 1. The Wheel of Fortune. which by which by default flips this card over. In other words, they know it backs up my energy read perfectly because they know that they can't. They would love to ignore this and not make a decision, but they can't. They have to. The Wheel of Fortune's changing. It's time to do something. It's a Knight of Wands at the bottom with a Hierophant in the 3D. Now again, this is an exodus energy from something long-term in their life that's not working anymore. That's the environmental energy. That's the change they'd have to make. That's why it's troublesome to this person that your connection is the angel energy here. Okay? And it's very strong. It's very powerful. And the urge to come towards it's very strong. And it creates a lot of... There's a loss here. You say yes to one and let the other one go. It's not often easy. It's not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? Yeah, they have to make up their mind. That's what these cards are saying. Yeah. It's an old song that holds true for this particular episode here. Five of Swords in the soul. Tell me about it. Tell me about the Five of Swords in the soul. Did you ever have to kindly decide? Say yes to one and let the other one ride. Why is the Five of Swords here? Now, they don't have to... I get a married person here, or someone in a relationship. But it could be family, it could be a job that's toxic for them. It could just be a way they live their life. But I'm telling you, this is a very specific energy I get for the Leo soap opera. This is primarily a marriage that should have been over a long fucking time ago. It was past. It was karmic right from the start. They had something to learn from it. For a good number of them, not all, but a good number of them. So if it's not you, don't freak out. Oh, this guy sucks. No. But for a good number of them, they married somebody older than them. I get an older energy that's attached to them. Now, that could just be me reading mommy and daddy if mommy and daddy are a bit too close. But for a good number of you, again, not all, they married somebody older. Chronologically, I don't mean by the soul. The soul is very young on that individual. Your person's soul is very old. All right. Let's go. Which in turn is why I say they miss their calling if they didn't become an actor. People with old souls tend to be better actors. Why is the Five of Swords here? Five Pentacles crossing Five Swords. Yeah, they're trying to leave themselves out in the cold. They're trying to shut the... Look, my energy read. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. I'm not a card reader. But these cards are pictures for you. They're mediums for me. They help back it up for you so you get something to look at. Yeah, they're trying to leave themselves out the cold. It's self-sabotage type energy. They're trying to sabotage this at the soul level. They're trying to make you go away. Because you're forcing them at the way they see it. This forces them now to have to make a change. Now it's back. Now this connection's come back for review thanks to Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. And now I wish it was gone because I have to fucking do something now. And I know I'm unhappy, but now I have to make a decision. I feel like I'm being forced to make a decision. And guess what? They are. The environmental energies are forcing all of us to look at things, re-examine things. Am I happy or am I not? If you're not, you need to take your leaps of faith and move forward. If you are, then stay where you're at. But honesty is required. Archangel Michael energy here in relation to the connection, that's honest. That's truth. Truth is not often easy and not often kind. But hey, they're going to have to make up their fucking mind. All right? At the end of the day, they're trying to leave themselves out in the cold, but they can't. They cannot. You want proof? I bet you this card is proof. Yep, there it is. Six swords, I say by a Freudian slip, 6 swords, but it's 6 cups. This connection just makes them feel good. Whether it's 6 swords or 6 cups. 6 cups, this connection, it's there. They can't escape it. Go ahead. Go sit outside. You'll still hear the music of this connection. That door is not soundproof. Why is the 6 cups here? 10 cups. Proof of what I just said. This connection just makes them feel good. They don't want that. They don't want any of that. No, please make it go away. Oh, God, I can't take it. But it doesn't work that way. That's why you can't be rigid in your beliefs and the things that the people you believe in, the things you believe in. You can't be rigid. Because if you are, under this energy, it will drive you crazy because it ain't going nowhere. They can't shut it down. That's strong energy. 8 wands right there saying, no, they going in the water, Steve. Yeah, and they know it. They're aware of it. And that's part of the melancholy of this card. Okay? All right. 2 swords. Let's talk to the universe. 2 swords. Why is it here? 2 swords. Why is it here? Let's talk to the fickle old gal. Page of Pentacles. Very nervous to communicate. You want proof? Fine. Fueling it. 9 of Swords. Multiple birds in the air mean nervous to communicate. They're nervous, anxious, nervous about every word they're going to say. Yeah, big time. And they know they have to make a decision here. It won't go away. I can't just get rid of this. All right. Makes you feel good. Well, why would you want to get rid of it? There's some backward logic here. It's because of their core programming. It's because this is a person. I wish I could. I would love to pinpoint this person, but I know what would happen if I did. A whole bunch of people would write in and say, well, no, I figured out this and I figured out that. No, my person is this and my person is that. Let's just take an example here, right? It's somebody whose life is structured a certain way. It's what they're used to and they're afraid to take a leap of faith. That's a very general way of putting it. And yeah, there's a million different scenarios that can plug into that. But at the end of the day here, that's all it is. And this person knows that they can't keep sitting in it under this energy. It's back for review. And it has this feeling to it with Pluto retrograde in Capricorn in particular. It has this feeling to it of this is the last time I get to look at it. Right? And it kind of is. It kind of is. It's the last time that we get to look at it. Because it's the last time Pluto's going to be retrograde in Capricorn in our fucking lifetimes. That's why. It is. It's the last time you get to really look at it and decide. In a big, big way. Right? There's all kinds of little ways you can kind of do it. But it's easy to make changes under this energy. Right? Once you figure it out, if you're honest and true, it's easy to make changes. What's on top here? Knight of Swords. They definitely have something they want to say here. There's no doubt. They're nervous to say it. They're nervous to say it to you. And look, it's about a lie. The deck split at the 7 swords, so I have to look at it. It's even a color match for the page. Why is this little page nervous to talk? Right? Verifying nerves to talk right here. I'm always transparent with you. Right? I'm not making this shit up. Got a color match, which you can plainly see between these 2 backgrounds. Some sort of lie. Some sort of deception. Does it mean that they lied to you? Yeah, they did, probably. Probably lied to you. Probably lied to everybody about how happy they are in their fucking life. This type of energy, this frequency of energy would do that. I called them an actor. Actors, and they call themselves this, are professional liars. It's what they are. It's part of the reason I called them that. I called them an actor. I said they missed their fucking calling. They got something they want to fess up to. But they're nervous about that. Nervous. Right? We're always nervous about fessing up. Why is this Knight of Swords here? Oh yeah. Who? The Emperor. The Emperor was crossing here. Now he's here telling me who this is. Okay? But also, red with the 8 of Wands. He knows he's got to get up off the Papasan chair. You're not coming. And they have to get this off their chest. A decision is being forced in some way here. In a way it is, because it feels like whether it's true or not, it feels like it's the only chance. Okay? It's called urgency a little bit. Okay? It's a little bit of urgency. It's your only chance. Well, you can go home if you want and think about the sale, but I got somebody coming at 2 o'clock to look at the car. It's a fucking lie. I don't. I just want them to sign the paperwork now. Okay? That's all. It's person. So whether the energy is a lie, where it might be, where it feels like it's forcing them to make it that this is the last time I'm going to get a shot to say what I need to say, right? To make a change, to go for this thing, or at least try for this and change my life. Whether that energy is true or not, it still feels to them like it is. Okay? Same thing, same difference. The energy itself is very true. It's creating that illusion. So let's pull on the final. What's the tell me about the sad horse, the Five of Cups. Tell me about it. Why is it here? Oh shit! Oh, fucking done. Fucking done. Page of Cups. Yeah, I believe it. Page of Cups wanted to fly out. Okay, the Magician, fueled by strength, Leo energy, forward movement, passionate forward movement is what it means. Heart chakra is open. Their heart chakra is really, really open. Big time. Under this energy, the universe says this person feels like they can do it. All right, it's a transformation energy here, but there's a confidence. When I get the Magician with the Strength card, I get the confidence of the Magician. And I tell you all the time, magicians can't go out on stage and like, oh my God, I'm going to fuck this up. Oh my God, I'm going to fuck this up. They'll surely fuck it up. Any more than a musician can go out on. That's why musicians have egos, right? They puff themselves up to go stand in front of a bunch of people and play something that they could mess up right in front of all those people. The problem with some of them is they don't shut it off after the show's over, but they need it for the show, regardless. That said, the show is someone coming to with a little apology, coming to talk to you, this nervous little page. Well, we already know they're nervous. We just said that. They got something they want to say. It feels like it's the only opportunity. It's time to do it. It's time, right? It's red with the Seven of Cups reversed, which is, again, it can be someone not making a decision, but the wheel changes everything. The universe is saying the energy, the environmental energy, the 5D energy is game-changing energy here, and it really is. Under this energy, they have the confidence to not just sit in regret. There's regret with the energy to fix it, to do something. Why is the Page of Cups here? He tried to fly out of the deck. The Nine of Pentacles. Again, liberation. It's a liberation energy. They have to. There's something, I say this very strongly, there's something they want to tell you. The Knight of Swords has one specific message. It could just be, I was an asshole, I was wrong. I don't know, but whatever it is benefits you. The Knight of Swords message benefits the recipient of said message. I call this, and that's why randomly, I call it, even though it's false history, let's be clear, I call it my Paul Revere card. And the way it's told to us kids, the way we learned it, it's false history. But it didn't really happen that way. Actually, it was quite quiet. They had to be quite stealth. There was nobody riding through town yelling anything. Okay? That said, because the redcoats were already here. But at the end of the day, it benefits everybody. Paul Revere's mission was beneficial. So it's a benefit. Okay? The Knight of Swords. So whatever it is, they've got something they want to tell you. And there is, and it's interesting here because I had the Nine of Swords crossing with multiple birds in the air, which means they're nervous about it. But I got one big motherfucking bird right here flying nice and steady. And that energy of that alone is reflecting directly off of that Strength card, which again is that cocky magician or musician, doesn't matter. They need the cockiness to go out on stage and do the show, all right? And that's what it's all about. The trick, again, if you're watching and you're one of those, is to shut it off after you get off stage. But aside from that, a lot of them don't, which I've been in enough bands to know. But at the end of the day, this is communication. It's possible. It is possible under this. I said I didn't think this would result in communication, although it is one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. I believe it will. If somebody can liberate themselves, I think they need to talk to somebody on their side first and then talk to you. I don't think for a good number of you, the energy of whatever it is on their side, a spouse, a family, or whatever, wants them to talk to you. I don't think they would like it if they talk to you. And I think this person is realizing that they're being faithful or giving, loyal, shall we say, to the wrong side. And I think that's part of what the energy that's around this Two of Swords. Okay? So, that's it. Let's go back to the animal deck. Let's pull 3 cards from the bottom and see what else the universe wants to tell you. And that is the Leo soap opera here. I've given you a lot of information. Watch it a few times. All right? There is no one answer. There's only a basic psychology that can be applied in a general reading. These are all different people. There's one specific energy here I know that had a lot of pressure put on them from childhood. But that's just one person watching. The same psychology applies. It's their core programming and all that kind of stuff. But I pick up on it. That energy started out their life as kind of an adventurer, and then life got kind of structured and regimented for them. I don't know. It's very odd to read that energy. It's very strange. But even that one plays in to all of this. All right, let's see. But there you go. That's what's going on. Man, are they thinking about you? A lot. And they wish they weren't. Because it poses a problem. It puts them at a crossroads. Because this energy makes you want to fix things. Makes you want to change your point of view. Change your surroundings. Change your life. Right? Because it not only brings things back for review, it shows you how to change it. I talked about that on the extended, I think, for the Pluto reading. I said it's like the teacher says there's a test. Right. There's a test. But the teacher left the room for a moment and left the book open to the teacher's edition. Right? So the answers are right there. So there's a test coming, but you get the answers as well. You're shown how to make the changes. This person's being shown clear as day. They need to jump in your waters. There's no doubt about it. Or, again, something like what this connection showed them. There's an energy of they want to feel this way again. You're the only thing that makes them feel. Even if your person's married, they don't feel for that person the same. You know, I've said before on, I don't know if it was a Leo reading or something else, it's like two roommates that bang once in a while, as opposed to any kind of real depth of emotion. Right? All right. What else the universe wants to tell you, as if I haven't said it all already? 3 cards from the bottom. 4 wands. Something about their marriage. So for some reason, somebody wants to know this. Somebody watching. Okay? Your person's married, in a relationship, or it's family. It's the structure of their life. The structure of their life is fucking phony. Okay? It's phony. It started out with love, right? And they want out of it. It started out with love. It does. They want to give to something else, though. So, let's say, for example, I'll paraphrase this energy. Let's say it's some of the cards from the pre-shuffle are here, right? The late pre-shuffle in particular. So, again, it's important to remember, because I think a lot of you watch these readings and you think, well, I haven't heard from my person. They said we can't be together. They're going to stay with their person, or they're going to do this, or they're going to do that. Yeah, fine. Lots of people say lots of things, by the way. That relationship, let's just use a relationship for example purposes, but they can be single too. It could just be how they live their life. But that marriage, that relationship, started out with a lot of love. It started out with good intention. It had slowly over time, however, become fake. And the faker it got was an indicator that the karmic debt was up, shall we say. It's been paid. They should have gotten out of it a long time ago. When the Queen of Cups runs out of love in the cup, and turns upside down, it's time to go, right? They just stayed too long, okay? They'd love to give to something else. They would. They definitely see you as this 4 of Wands. They're looking in new directions for sure. There's no doubt about it. And if we look here underneath this, we can go a little further. Here's that King of Cups. They want something where there's real love. They're controlling all of these emotions for you. It's that King of Cups again. There's that Knight of Swords, which I did a whole diatribe on. And underneath that is the 10 Pentacles. I think one of the things they want to tell you is that they got a bad opinion of you. Or they made a false judgment of you. They prejudged you. They didn't think you had any potential to be this. Right? They thought they had it all. They were wrong. That was a deception. They lied to themselves. Maybe they lied to you. Whatever it was, there was a lot of deception in that. You are the 10 Pentacles. And it's getting harder and harder to hold back. With these 2 cards here, and this looking in a new direction, it's getting harder and harder to hold back these emotions. They definitely want to say this, although they're nervous about saying it. But I think they take control and do, for sure. This energy also, I get a flux capacitor off of this. You see the flux capacitor is lit, right? We're at 88 miles an hour. Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, along with probably Saturn retrograde too, joining hands with it, lights the flux capacitor. That's what pushes the DeLorean to 88 miles an hour, which is a fucking miracle for a DeLorean, the slowest sports car ever made. But at their best, they did a 0 to 60 of about 9 seconds. Although, quite frankly, most of them were about 12 seconds, which is like, holy shit, are we there yet? I'm surprised he could get it up to 88 in that parking lot with that extra weight of all that time machine shit. I really am. Every time I watch that, I'm like, what did they do? Did they put nitrous in that thing? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's your read. My speculation on the DeLorean aside, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck, you guys. Stay tuned. Saturn retrograde is going to benefit you greatly. A 3-card reading I did earlier today, I believe, is going to benefit you greatly. And the Pluto retrograde reading definitely benefits you greatly. All right, as far as this Leo soap opera goes. You're all over all of it. All right, good luck.